Drojo, top general of the aliens, have beamed you aboard my vessel. We are here with Kvysk, the supreme alien. It is quite an honor to have him in our presence. We have beamed you here to answer a very important question. Why should we spare Earth? We are very angered at Earth Ambassadress Britney Spears and her warbly voice insult against all of aliens. Why should we spare your planet in the face of such ignominy?
Well, I don't know why you think she's our ambassador. That's certainly not true.
Is she not super popular?
She is. She's very popular. She used to be very hot. Do the aliens know what that means? Hot?
What is hot?
Attractive. Sexy. Is that a thing? Is that a thing on your planet?
Do we have this? We do not measure attractiveness in temperature.
No, it's not in the literal hot like temperature. People are. It's not just her music; it's the way she looks.
And how is it that she looks that makes her attractive?
It depends when you're looking at her, but sometimes she's good looking, and humans procreate, so they're attracted to other humans. But she is warbly voiced. That's true.
We have seen records of Earth Ambassadress Britney Spears with no hair. Did she do this to increase her attractiveness?
Yeah, so that was one of the low points, I would say. And I think her popularity has gone up and down. But let's get back to the point. I think you should spare Earth.
Excellent. Why?
Well, there are a lot of good things. I mean, I think Britney Spears would probably fall in the bottom half, but there are other great things about Earth. I know, like beer, like the thing I'm drinking right now. That's very good. People love that.
Is that what's in your hand?
Yeah, it's a cup full of beer, so it's a beverage, a liquid that you consume, and it makes you feel good.
Are we allowed to have alcohol on this vessel? The smell is very off-putting. Is this alcohol or booze?
Oh, it's both. It's the same thing, I think, unless booze is just liquor, but that's just semantics, really. But there are other really good things about Earth besides Britney Spears. I think you're misjudging her influence over the planet.
Then if you do not follow Britney Spears, which is your supreme leader?
For me, it's Justin Bieber. No, it's we have a president. We have different countries, so we have our own planet, and then we're divided up into.
We thought for several days that there were only 2 nations. Now we know there are over 200.
What were the 2 that you thought there were?
The nation of Tennessee and the nation of Texas. Yes. For a very long time we were trying to understand which is stronger.
That's understandable. I think the people from there just think it's their own nation, but they're not really, especially Texas.
This makes sense. To which nation do you swear allegiance?
The United States of America.
Is this the most powerful nation?
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely the most powerful, but I don't know if it's the best.
It must be the oldest nation.
No. It's I think relatively new.
Relatively new and the most powerful.
Yes, we've made up for lost time, I would say, in the last 200 plus years.
How have you achieved this feat?
That's a good question. Democracy, maybe allowing people to thrive. You have a government that allows people to perform well and be rewarded for it.
Do you have high rank in this United States of America? Since it is only 200 years old, you obviously were there at its inception.
No. We have history, so you understand what's happened in the past. Lots of money flows through the United States of America. Natural resources.
Yes, money. It comes from trees.
Yeah, but that's not the value that it has. It has an instrumental value.
Of course, the value of the money comes from the quality of manners from the tree from which the money came.
No. I don't know who you've been talking to, but they got the money thing wrong. It hasn't.
She told us she was of above normal intelligence.
Was this the Tennessee person? It was, wasn't it? No, my apologies to anyone listening from Tennessee.
This is going to the Board of Aliens. They are not from Tennessee.
Oh, thank God. Because Tennessee, they can have. Do you guys have weapons? Tennessee, and Texas, people have a lot of guns.
We have more weapons than anything.
Oh, is that? Do you think? I don't know. I think Earth can be improved. I don't think it should be destroyed, but maybe are there any lessons from your planet that you think you could teach Earth?
We have never been asked such an insightful question. We only come to destroy, not to help.
So you want to destroy it? I think based on you think that your planet's better, right? Better or worse than Texas?
On our planet, we never run out of school supplies.
That's good. Yeah, that's a tough one. I just steal them from work, so that's my thing. But
We have an abundance.
so you have a lot of school supplies and weapons.
Yes, but more weapons than school supplies.
They're not mutually exclusive. You could stab someone with a pencil.
I like the way this human thinks. Anything is a weapon. I agree. What is this shirt that this human is wearing?
Oh, this is a good reason to save Earth. So this is Anchorman, Ron Burgundy, and he's a character.
He holds down the ship so it does not float away at sea.
Yeah, well, metaphorically speaking, yes, the ship of the news channel that he works for, which is fictionalized. It's a form of entertainment. So it sounds like you guys don't have a lot of entertainment. Like,
What do you mean, entertainment?
it's things that stimulate your mind, make you laugh, make you happy.
Like conquering worlds.
That could be considered that's a very serious form of entertainment. Yes.
There is nothing fictional about conquering worlds.
I think entertainment is more harmless. You're not doing something that's productive or accomplishing anything. It's just to make you happy.
Is this Anchorman your leader? And does he make you wear his brand?
Oh no, I just choose to follow. I mean, he's my leader personally, but I just choose to follow him. He's fictional. He's not true. I think you guys sound a little deficient on it. In it, I mean, all these school supplies and weapons. You're two very serious aliens. I think you could benefit from some entertainment.
Well, remember, you are talking to the top general of all aliens and the supreme alien himself. We are very serious.
Yeah, you got a lot on your plate, I'm sure. I mean, very much a lot of responsibility. So, should I address you as General? Head alien?
Drojo, top general, Imperial Biomass Commander, and Master of Singularity Combat.
Wow. I apologize if I forget your name. I can't remember all that. I'll call you Drojo, though. How about Droge?
I might adopt this.
Yeah, I'm really concerned, though. I wouldn't want Earth destroyed. I think there are so many other good things other than Britney Spears. I think you got dealt a bad hand.
We have heard recently about the venison swine carbohydrate disc. Have you partaken?
Venison, swine, carbohydrate. Is that a hot dog? What is that?
Pizza.
Oh, pizza. Pizza's delicious.
Is a hot dog an attractive dog?
Hot dog is something you eat, so it's you can desire it, but it's just for eating. It's not for.
Like a tribble. That is what we think a tribble is for. You seem to think they are for friends. We think they are for eating. You like to torture them with friendship before you consume them. We know this.
Oh no, that's only the Chinese. That's
So tell me, do you not eat this hot dog?
Well, it's not really a dog. It's more of the swine that you.
As humans like to pretend that they do not eat their friends, but we know that they do.
It's a good point. I mean, we eat cows. It seems pretty inconsistent, and then we just keep dogs as pets and don't eat them.
Why do you not keep the cow as a pet?
I think people, well, they're boring. They're very big, so they don't fit inside our houses really, and they take really big dumps, and you'd have to clean that up. So it's like, think of a really, really big dog that was boring, but then also tasted delicious. So you don't want to form a relationship with it, because then you'll be less likely to enjoy the steak that you're going to make him into. Steak is a food.
Steak is a food. How do you prepare this? How do you transmute these cows into food?
There's a terrible practice of slaughterhouses where they very violently use weapons like a knife or a blade, and then they cut them up and kill them, and then they cook. And then eventually, that raw meat gets packaged, and we buy it from a vendor, and then we put it on the grill, and sometimes you season it, and then you eat it.
Where can I find the finished product?
Oh, in a store. A grocery store?
A grocery store.
Yeah, so how do you guys get food? You just hunt with all your weapons and school supplies?
We eat spaghettified humans and other aliens.
Have you ever had real spaghetti?
I have not.
It's delicious. We should go eat sometime. We should have dinner after this. I could cook you some steak and spaghetti.
Which is better, the spaghetti or the tribble? I mean, hot dog.
Oh, well, it depends who you ask. I think a hot dog is not made from natural. Like, you guys eat organic because you're eating humans. It's naturally grown. You know where the butcher came from yourself. So the hot dog becomes more processed. So we have this very complex system where you don't know what the meat might be. You don't know what's been added to it. You guys are like hunters from like 100 years ago.
More like 100 million light years ago.
Yeah, after I said 100, I was like, no, you got to go further back than that.
Would you consider wrapping the hot dog in the spaghetti?
I am now. That could work.
I believe that the combination of carbohydrates of the spaghetti with the meat qualities of the tribble would be excellent. Perhaps with a tomato sauce on it as well.
That sounds good. I think you invented spaghetti with meatballs unknowingly.
Ooh la. Galakna human.
Yeah, it's a desirable dish, meat with spaghetti and tomato sauce. People like that.
Enough about what people like. Are you worried about the zombie apocalypse?
No, I'm not too worried. I don't really believe in zombies. Sorry if that offends any of your sensibilities, but I'm more worried about human terrorism. So other humans killing other humans in mass quantities.
Why would a human kill another human?
Well, they have differing ideologies. So somebody believes something that another country does not, and they
like whether to mix the spaghetti with the hot dog.
Like that, but a little more serious. Sometimes to that level of seriousness, but other people are crazy and they have access to the weaponry that it sounds like you two do.
Between pizza and alcohol and jet skis and trucks, where do humans find the time to be serious?
Well, most of us have scheduled jobs that we have to report to, and some people aren't serious at their job, but we need to make money to buy all these things, all the jet skis and the trucks and the Britney Spears album. So that money is a motivating factor, and it makes people have to be serious.
This is very good.
So how do you have jobs? Do you have currency on your planet?
There is no currency. No, we have only the supreme alien, Kvysk. He tells us everything.
Oh, so you have one ruler.
Yes, it is quite simple.
Would you think you'd be happier if you had a little more autonomy and control over what you do?
Absolutely not. I believe in the simplicity of omnipotence.
You two sound brainwashed. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You're nice guys, but this is a little out there.
I wash every brain that works for me.
Very, very literal too. I gotta watch myself. Okay, that's a fair point. What else?
Yes, you just never know where those brains have been.
Do you think you would enjoy jet skiing and trucks and alcohol?
We are not sure whether we would like trucks. We know that they are loaded with methamphetamine. We have yet to determine whether that is an enjoyable substance.
I don't think all trucks are loaded with it.
Is that not what they are for?
Oh no, not typically, but you can use it for many things. I think the jury's out on meth too. I mean, depends on who you ask.
If we do not have trucks, how would we transport this methamphetamine? Yes, or all the pseudo-fed that is required to produce it.
I mean, I think we're getting our logic backwards here. You can use a truck to transport methamphetamine, but you don't have to use the truck to do that.
What would you use if you did not have a truck?
You could put it in a backpack or a bag of some sort, or a car, a plane if you were scaling up your operation.
Do people also sing to their backpacks? We have heard that in country music, people sing to their trucks.
No, I think people feel similar to a pet, people feel some sort of connection to their truck.
If Kvysk lays down the background track, would you sing to your backpack?
I
It has begun.
I'm really apprehensive to sing because I know your general attitude towards warbly voices. So I think it's too big a risk for me. I think I might end up in the Britney Spears camp.
You remained motionless. That is enough for us. Yes. And we do appreciate your poetry, your one-word lyric. No. We are very interested in poetry.
Oh yeah? Have you read any poetry here?
Yes. Now you know we have infiltrated Earth's online communication system, Twitter. We have been scanning it for poetry.
Did you find any?
We found many poetry on humans. They are very dark and disturbing.
Yeah. There's Twitter tends to be a little more negative than I think the general feeling of people. Because if you think in your country, on your planet, sorry, you can if somebody says something bad to you, you just take your weapon or your school supply and you kill them. You spaghettify them, as you say.
Yes, it is quite simple and effective.
Right. So
you catch on quickly.
So on Twitter, you don't have that risk of being spaghettified. So it's easier to be negative to somebody else.
So you are saying that Earthlings must not follow every order on Twitter, that they will not be spaghettified?
Oh no, there's no penalty. It's like the Wild West. But that's not going to make sense to you guys.
We only know of North and South. And we have strong suspicions that the Earth's self-destruct mechanism is in the South.
Texas.
Are you telling us or asking us?
I think I'm asking.
Oh, was that not an admission?
I don't have enough information. I can neither confirm nor deny. Texas did produce a president, though, a leader of ours that almost spaghettified the nation. So indirectly, maybe yes.
Interesting. He seems like a good leader.
No. Depends who you ask.
Do you not follow this leader anymore?
Oh no. So we have different leaders every 4 to 8 years. So we elect them. So if you had.
Do you eat them that frequently?
No. Oh no, we're not allowed to eat them. There's harsh penalties for eating other humans. That humans are treated. There's a penalty for eating humans. I know it doesn't make sense because you can eat dogs and cattle, but humans are a much higher class because we're so sophisticated.
Then how do you force out your leader and Supreme Alien Kvysk? I am not asking because I have any intentions of ousting you. I'm just interested from a human perspective.
Are you sure? This sounds like you're trying to get strategy tips.
Don't worry, I can read his mind.
Well, we have rules. So if Kvysk, is it?
Yes.
If Kvysk could only be a leader for 4 years and then maybe get reelected for another 4 years. So it's the entire planet has in our case, country, has a say over everything else. I know that sounds wild to it.
But would not the first leader under this rule change the rules so that he did not have to leave?
No, because these rules, it's a little more complex than that. These rules have to be approved by other people. So he doesn't have a totalitarian rule.
It's terrible. It is like our council. They get in the way.
Yeah, some people feel that way. I think a lot of leaders in many, even in business or other areas of Earth. But it's a check and balance system to make sure, because if Kvysk, I'm sure he's a good leader. I mean, you don't have to say, I know he's here, you would lie, but if he wasn't a good leader, you would have to kill him, right? That would be your only retort.
Yes, we would squash him like a human pancake.
Yeah. So there's I think there's an in between. Like you don't have to either. It's not this binary choice. You can force him out and he gets to live, and you don't get ruled by him anymore, and then everyone's happy, except for probably Kvysk, but at least he gets to live. Is there tension here? I mean, it sounds like you're not happy with Kvysk.
There is no tension.
Are you sure? We can talk later when Kvysk isn't here.
The Earthling. Not all of my subjects are happy.
It's tough being a leader. You can't make everyone happy.
Well, thank you, Earthling. We have learned a great deal.
You're welcome. We should go drink some beer and eat some hot dogs wrapped in spaghetti.
We shall consider your request. In the meantime, goodbye, and may we always avoid proprietary electronics branded with rotting fruit. Never give up, never buy in.